We've all seen those really cute juicing videos where they have like all the different colors, the bright reds and purples and greens, and those cute little containers. And we're seeing all these great benefits to juicing, which, don't get me wrong, juicing has a lot of benefits, but there are some things that can make your juicing totally unprofitable if you don't take into consideration a couple of things. My name's LK Way. I am the wellness writer for the True Age Now blog, as well as the wellness coach for my own personal wellness brand, Wellhouse. And I want to talk to you about what you need to make sure you're doing when you're juicing. Now, this is juice that I made. And this is my green juice. One of the things I love to have is a good green juice, because in the past, I am somebody who has had low iron. So I make sure that I have my spinach or kale in my diet. This particular juice, I like for my juice to taste pretty good, but I like to make sure that I get my veggies in there. So the first thing I'm going to talk to you about that's very important is making sure you have the right vegetable to fruit ratio. Especially if you're going on a juice detox and that's the only thing that you're going to be drinking for maybe 2 or 3 days. You want to make sure that when you're drinking your juice, it's not just too much fruit. So a really good mix, like this one, for example, it's made of spinach, pineapple, cucumber, lime, and ginger. This is a really tasty drink, right? I use 1 whole pineapple, probably a pound of spinach, because I made quite a few of those. I used about 3 to 4 limes. I used about 6 mini cucumbers and about a cup of ginger, because I love ginger. I like ginger to the point where I like it to burn the back of my throat. You might not like ginger that much, but I like to be like, yes, I taste the ginger. So if you don't like that much ginger, maybe you don't want that much. Then that's how much I use. And this is a green drink that's very tasty. But yet I'm still getting a lot of those good vitamins from the spinach, right? I'm getting that iron. And spinach is a great source of iron. There are other great sources of iron as well, but that's the one that I happen to have in my drink. So one of the things that you want to make sure you're doing is making sure that you have a very good fruit to veggie ratio. So if you're making a green smoothie and you really need to drink it because of the vitamins in the greens or in the kale or in the spinach, then the star of that drink needs to be the greens. So you have to have a lot of greenery, a lot of spinach, and then maybe half a pineapple, or maybe a third of pineapple. Instead of making it so sweet, maybe you can have like a little bit of hint of sweetness. I have a book. It's called Get the Juice. And Get the Juice is basically about juicing, and it talks about warning signs, some of the things that you need to look out for when you're juicing and you have that ratio off, because your body will tell you certain things that if you have too much sweetness in it, or if you're feeling a certain way, you need to make certain adjustments, right? So that's important. Make sure if you can't really deal with a lot that too sugary and you're shaking, or you feel a little bit jittery, or you might feel a little bit dizzy, that you take the fruit portion down a bit in your smoothie, or in your juice. Another thing that you want to be mindful of is you want to make sure that you are not keeping the juice in your refrigerator too long. So after I made this, I put it in the freezer right away. Your juice actually starts going bad a couple of days, like 24 hours or 48 hours after you juice it. So you really want to make sure that when you make your juice, especially if you're doing a meal prep and you're busy, I don't know about you, but it takes me a long time to juice my stuff. And I have this juicer that I have is like the worst juicer in the world. I can't stand using this thing. I'm going to get a new one, but it takes me a while to juice my juice. All right. So if you have to get it ready, you don't have the time to sit up there and juice stuff in the morning. Like, I got 3 kids. I have a busy life. Like, I don't have time to do that. So I juice my stuff. I set an hour or 3 aside for the juicing. So you want to make sure that you drink it within 48 to 72 hours. And you want to make sure that if you can't do that, that you freeze it. And even when you freeze it, you want to make sure you drink with like a week or so, right? That's really important. So again, I have a book called Get the Juice. This book is really helpful, really goes over kind of like the basics of juicing. Like, if you're a juicing pro, you're not going to need to read it. But if you're someone, you're new to juicing, maybe it's the first time you've done it, or you did it and you're like, well, I didn't feel so good after I did it. I don't understand why. This is a great book for you. It's called Get the Juice. It's in the link below. You can get that. I also talk about the different colors and what the different colors of juices mean. I just love looking at when I put my juice in my refrigerator and it's like all pretty and all those different colors. I just like looking at it. It's like, look, those beautiful juices, the bright orange and green and purple and red. It just looks so good. But those colors are not just beautiful, they have a purpose. And I go into detail with that in my book. So that's pretty much it. The two things I really want you to take away from this video, if you're juicing and you're not used to juicing and maybe you didn't have the best experience or you're thinking about doing it and just want some tips, make sure that you pay attention to that fruit to vegetable ratio, especially if it's the only thing that you're going to be drinking. You want to make sure that you don't have too many extra sweet sugar or extra high glycemic fruits in that juice, right? You want to make sure that you kind of balance it out with some. You can have some fruit that are very sweet like pineapple, but then maybe you can have another fruit that's not so sweet like maybe papaya, right? And papaya has a very mild taste, but it complements other very sweet fruit very well, right? So you want to make sure you have that balance in your drink, and you want to make sure that you're not waiting too long to drink your drink, or else you will have you some borderline wine up in your refrigerator. I don't know, maybe you'll like it, maybe make some type of kombucha. No, seriously though, you want to make sure that you don't wait too long to drink it, because it can have adverse effects on you. You want to make sure that you're drinking it within a timely manner. One of the benefits of juicing vegetables and fruit is the fact that it's fresh. And when you first juice it, that's when the vitamins and minerals in the juice are most potent and most helpful. All right. My name's LK Way. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please like it, subscribe to my channel, share this information with someone that you feel would benefit from it. And again, I'm LK Way, wishing you an awesome day today. Take care.